Hello there, and thank you for following our Python series so far. Today, we'll take a deep dive into the world of Python function, unlocking the power to create efficient and reusable codes. So, whether you're a beginner or an experienced programmer, understanding functions is essential to becoming a Python pro. Functions allows us to break down complex tasks into smaller and manageable pieces of code. They help us to write cleaner, organized, and maintainable programs from simple built-in functions to creating your own custom function. We will cover it all. We'll explore functions arguments, return value, and even dive into more advanced topics like lambda functions and decorators. Get ready to level up your Python skills as we guide you through it all. Hey, welcome back to our Python function tutorial. As usual, this Jupyter Notebook will be available for download on the Bet Media website. So what are Python functions? Functions are a block of code that perform a specific task. They allow us to organize our code and make it more modular and reusable. So in this tutorial, we will talk about the easy ways to create, use, call function. So let's get started. The first thing we'll do is to create a function. In Python, we define a function using the def keyword, followed by the function name. In this case, my function name is greet because I'm creating a simple function, then followed by parentheses, def, and after the parentheses, then follows the colon. And then we move to the next line, and then we write print hello world. And this is our simple function. You should know that when you write your def followed by the colon, the next line should be indented. So that is like 4 space. So you press your space back 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is how to start write a simple function. First your def, you define the name of the function, your parentheses, your colon, and then the block of code underneath your function. Next, we move to our function parameters. Our function can take parameters which are input values that we pass when calling the functions, and the parameters are specified inside the parentheses after the function name. So let me show you still using our previous function. Let me paste this here. So inside the parentheses, I'm going to give it a parameter. So name, and then to print, I want to print hello and the person's name. So let's do that, a comma, and then plus. Remember in our string tutorial, I showed you how to do this. If you have not seen that, you can click the link above to watch our tutorial on Python strings. And there you have it. The simplest way to create function parameters by adding the parameters inside the parentheses in the after the function name. So def greet, my parameter is name, and then I want it to print hello, the name. I know you're wondering that we have not yet printed anything. We'll do that shortly. The next thing that we have is function return. Functions are also able to return values by using the return keyword, and the return values can be assigned to a variable or can be used directly in the program. So imagine I would like to add some numbers together. So what I'll do is define def. That is what you use to specify that is a function, and then add, that is my function name. And now I want to give it parameters. I could either both. So I have a, b, and you can have more than one parameters in your function. And then I press the enter, and then you see I get my indentation. And now we return. I would like to return the sum of A plus B. So this is the simplest way to return values using the return keyword. So now we've seen how to create a function, how to give our function parameters, and then the return. So now let's call our function. So far we've defined our function, and then we've given it parameters, and then we'll return the function. But how do we use this function? So we have to use this function by calling the function. You see the way it is, if you run it, you get nothing, and you get nothing, and also for this one, you get nothing, because you have not called the function. And calling the function is just calling the name plus the parentheses. So see, for this, we have greet and then the parentheses. If I write here, greet and the parentheses, and then if I run it, you see we get hello world, which is what we asked it to print here. And then for the next one, if you have the one with parameters, so then you have to define what your parameters would be. So for the next one, I'll then put greet with an S, and then my parameters. The name of the person I would like to greet is Fumi. My name is Fumi, so let's greet. We say hello Fumi. And then for the third one, we have the addition. So then you want to call this function. So we have add, ADD, bracket, because we have two parameters, 2 and 3. And then when we run it, we get 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. So this is like the simplest way, the basic way to create a function, to give your functions parameters, and also to use the return, and also to call your function. Also, you can also do this, the result equals to add 4 and 8, and then we want to print the result. You see, we get 12. So this is the end of the introduction to Python function tutorial. I don't want to make this video so long, but in the next video we'll continue with Python functions. We will learn about built-in functions, user-defined functions, the scopes of variable, the pass statements, the lambda function, and so on. So see you next time. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. We're almost at 600 subscribers. I believe before this video goes live, we might be at 600 subscribers. So thank you for subscribing, and thank you for enjoying the video. If you have any Python questions that you would like me to make videos on, leave it in the comment section, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.